All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Top Line. It's your boy Chris, and ladies and gentlemen, hope everybody's having a great Monday. Monday, man, motivation Monday. Let's get to it. Let's do it how we supposed to do it. Let's get to it, man. So first of all, let me say this: as the Dallas Cowboys, get ready for the draft, and we'll see how that plays out in 10 days, something like that. Um, this is a serious question. Is there any team in the NFL that's in a worse position than the Dallas Cowboys? Because let's take people say Chris is biased. Chris is this, Chris is that. Let's take all that away. Let's take all that away. Let's look at the team. No, real talk. Hey, I'm being objective. Take my personal feelings out of it. Take how I feel, how I'm disappointed over 3 decades of nothing. Let's take all that out. And let's stop for a minute. Let's look at this team. Can they get better through the draft? Yeah. Will they be can they rebuild within the next 3 years? Yeah. But that's what you got to understand, that there's come the rebuild and then there comes the progression, right? I think it's going to take 3 years. This is just me talking. I'd be wrong. I got egg on my face. I think it's going to take 3 years for this team to even be in a position to start being able to build, right? Now, you got a quarterback that you've paid that is average to good. Okay. You got a wide receiver that's really good. You got Michael Parsons, who is a really good edge rusher. Okay. So you finna match those three guys out. But this, I hate to say it, ladies and gentlemen, I just named you about, let's see, maybe two, no, maybe $300 million in guaranteed money, and your team ain't got better at all yet. You see what I'm saying? Like that, I'm not saying these guys are not good, but these are not new guys. These guys have been here the whole time. This is the number one problem that I think people get misconstrued. A new contract don't mean a new player. You gave Dak a new contract, and he probably was on the verge of one of his worst years. CeeDee Lamb, but he's been here. He's one of my favorite Cowboys, but he's been here. You're trying to because you got to go back to the last time you thought this team could really compete. They might have had the light. The doors might have opened for it. The sun shined on them when they went into that game at home against Green Bay in that playoff game. They were the number two. They was number two in the division, whatever. That's the time you said, okay, here's that opportunity. Was CeeDee Lamb there? Yep. Was Michael Parsons there? Yep. Was Dak Prescott there? Yep. And what happened? They folded like a wet paper bag. So I'm looking at this team because that's just this, and this ain't me being biased. I'm looking at that and I'm going, well, I'm not worried about those guys no more because I know that's your floor. Like they're there, they've been there. Dak ain't gonna show you nothing you have not already seen. Michael Parsons, I don't think he's gonna show you something you have not already seen. He might need, if he could put on a little bit more weight, maybe because once those tackles get their hands on him, it's over. Murder she wrote. All right. So you look at that, you like, well, that's nothing new. So they need a running back. This makeshift rebuild of offense, because that's what you got right now. A rebuild offensive line. Tyler Smith is going into year 3, maybe, I think, if I'm not mistaken. This is year 3 for him. Terrence Steele is a project. Zach Martin is gone. So you got a makeshift offensive line with a bunch of question marks. You got to rebuild that. Or vet it. Might not have to rebuild it, but vet it. Your defensive line, again, people will say, well, they signed Odigizua. Well, Odigizua there when they was the worst team in rushing too. Okay. Your linebacker core, Overshown. The other guy they picked up, we can see. I like the kid out of Notre Dame. He had a good season last year. We'll see. Trayvon Diggs, we'll see how that plays out. We don't know with him. Other guy that had that on the other side of the ball that shot the record or whatever. He's definitely good and he's a ball hawk. He can get you some interceptions, but he can give up some plays. So you okay? I think you're 3 years away from really competing. The one thing about a team that can compete, you can look at one area of that team and say, hey, if they just give this a little more, you know, you can't, I'm be honest. I'm not looking at that go, yo, if you just give him another receiver, they're going to be out of there. You just give him another, a better offensive lineman, they out of there. No. We've seen with one of the best offensive lines in the NFL. We've seen, and I'm not here to harp on that, but CeeDee Lamb can't do it all by himself either. You see what I'm saying? I don't think that they're at a point where, you know, this here and then they good. No, they in a weird place. The Cowboys might be in one of the worst situations in NFL. One of them, not the worst, in NFL history, because you got your core players paid. Well, Micah and all them paid, but they got nothing to go with it. A Lamborghini look really good in your driveway. Look, I mean, it clean, sparkle, shine, that thing. It look good till you realize you ain't got a motor in it. So I asked the question, and I'm just being objective here, Lord knows I am. Are the Cowboys in the worst position, in one of the worst positions in the NFL? And how long will it take them to get out of this? They're not in an advantageous situation. And we all know who to blame. We can talk about that later. But I just think they're in a bad situation, dog. And I don't know how to get out of that, man. So we'll see. But with that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Till next time, man, you guys be great.